Hello everyone, welcome back to Court Farms. We are just finishing off tedding this field. It's probably one of the last jobs we'll do tonight. Conscious that the light is starting to fade. We may squeeze in the windrowing, get it all ready for the baler in the morning, but a couple of things have cropped up. Had a call from the dealer. One of the things we've been looking at for a while is a new bale trailer. Now we've obviously got the big FarmTech trailer, but it's a bit cumbersome to get around the lanes, if I'm being honest, with the dolly at the front. And then our old Bailey trailer still sitting there with a load of silage on it, waiting for the price to be good before the end of the year. So it's kind of out of commission. Now, obviously, you know we're big fans of Richard Weston, and we found a Richard Weston bale trailer. So we've just pushed the button on that. We've decided to buy it. So we can probably go and pick that up in the morning. It's probably a bit late now for the dealership to still be open, but we can pick that up in the morning and we can use it straight away for this baling contract, which is awesome. But it does mean we're going to get rid of the FarmTech trailer, and I haven't done that yet, and it also gives me the chance to show you the new trailer. So let's just have a quick look at that. So there you go, the BTTA 1628. Lovely trailer. It's kind of halfway between the FarmTech that we've got, which is very long, and the Bailey, which is not as big as this. So I think it's a perfect size trailer for this farm. Definitely one to check out, and if you like it, I'll put a link in the description as well to where you can pick this up from Daubs, who does some really nice Richard Weston mods. He's got a slurry spreader in there as well, which I think we'll pick up later on in the series too. But we've picked up one of these, 20,800 we've paid out for this, so you'll see that difference in the balance in the cash in the corner. But we'll go and sell the FarmTech now, and we should get relatively balanced in terms of money by the end of it. So there we go. There's our old FarmTech. As you can see, 15,000, not bad for a second-hand price for the trailer. So all in, 16,000 in total. Not bad at all. Can't complain at that. Right, we're going to sell that straight away, and we'll take the money. Thank you very much indeed. That should balance things out very nicely. Right, here we go, just starting the last pass or two on this field. There's a little narrow one further down, but just thinking ahead, tomorrow's going to be a very busy day. We've got that drainage work to do to unblock that flood in the field for Eric, so we need to make sure we get on and do that pretty quickly. I'm thinking now that we should be taking advantage of the fact we've got that low loader to get the 7,000 Ford that's in the shed there back up to home farm so Davey can work on it. So going to be maybe a little bit cheeky tomorrow, and whilst the excavator's working on that, we can maybe just utilise that low loader while we have it. But after that, we've got to come and finish this job. We've got to go and collect that new bale trailer as well. So I'm just thinking that it makes real sense if we windrow this tonight, because that's one less job ticked off the list. So we might run into a little bit of darkness and do some night running, but I don't think it's the end of the world, and it'll definitely help us out tomorrow. So as soon as we're done here, we'll finish this last little bit, we'll run straight back up, grab the windrower, and head back down here. Right, all done, almost back at the farm now. Like I said, we will grab the windrower and head straight back down there. I'm going to give this a little wash though, it's quite dirty. It makes sense to get it cleaned up before we put it back in the shed. I'm trying to think of where we're going to store this 7,000 as well. It's not going to get worked on straight away, I don't think. Possibly the shed around the back from the main shed where we're keeping the equipment now might be the best place to do it. But we'll just have a little look around while we're there. Look, there's Charles policing his territory as always. Good lad. There we go, the grass equipment does get dirty rather quickly. I guess that kind of green hue on it and the moisture in the grass, but there we go. Didn't take long to clean off though. It's definitely easier to clean than mud. There we go. We should give you a little bit of an update. We've not heard anything back from our late night wanderer on the farm ever since Charles arrived either. He has been very good at keeping trespassers at bay, so long may that continue, but we obviously are staying vigilant, so the cameras are still running and things like that. Right, let's tuck this in the corner. Should be able to just squeeze it in here. A windrower hitched up, but before we drive back over to the field, let me just go and check around the corner and see if this shed is suitable. We still haven't moved our shed from the contracting yard up here either. That is still on the cards. We've just been so busy that we haven't had time to think about it. But we'll definitely have a look at it. But I think we could probably start storing stuff in here. Obviously we've got the bale loaders. We're going to need one of those soon. But potentially dropping it in here for the time being would work. So that's what we'll do. Oh look, there's the excavator all the way down there. You can see it. You can see the flood too. So it certainly has not drained away yet. Right, let's get this windrowing done. And let's call it a night. And we'll hit the ground running in the morning. Right, there we go. Just starting to do the headlands in this field, get them ready for the baler in the morning. So we'll push on and we'll see you when we're done. Right, there we go. Last couple of rows to do now. Look at those swaths. How neat and tidy are those? That looks awesome. Right, we'll get this done. We'll get this folded up. Back to the yard. And I think we'll call it quits there for the day. Right, another tick in the box there. I am pleased we did that. That will definitely come in handy tomorrow with all the stuff we've got on. Let's get this washed though. Get it tucked in the shed for the night, and then it really is time to stop and have something to eat. It is very handy having this pressure washer here. It does prompt you as you drive back in. I would like to smooth off this little lip here though. It is quite a bump. We could smooth it off. Maybe some of the gravel that we extract from that drainage issue could help us out there. That might be quite good, mustn't it? Right, there we go. That was all it needed. Not too dirty. Let's get it in the shed. Right, there we go. Into the shed. Engine off. Right. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Morning everyone, a very nice morning today. Look though, we do have a little bit of rain forecast for later on, which means we probably need to get on and get going with stuff now. I think that windrow stuff from last night may be a little bit damp first thing in the morning, so we'll just hold off doing the baling on that till a little bit later in the day. I don't know when that rain's going to come on. Let me just have a quick check. Okay, so it's relatively early in the morning, 9 till 10, but then it stops again at 11, and then we've got clear blue skies for the rest of the day. So I think that makes sense probably to get that excavating done first thing, get that all sorted, and then we'll come back and do the baling maybe later on today after lunch. So let's go and do that. The dealership won't be open yet, so we can't go and pick up our new bale trailer, but we'll do that afterwards as well. But for now, I think we'll grab the Range Rover, we'll head up and we'll get that excavation done. It's not going to take too long. I don't think it's a huge problem, so we shouldn't be at it for hours, but we shall wait and see. Right, there we go. There's the low loader we would like to borrow later on. In fact, the driver's already said he'll run and pick up the 7,000 for us whilst we're working down here, which is awesome. So I think we'll just push on and we'll get things done. I'll move this slightly out of the way so we don't have any issues. Now, where are we going to take the stones at the moment? We are going to take them straight to the sell point. Let me show you where that is on the map. We're going to sell the stones straight away. I did think about selling them as lime, or crushing them into lime and keeping the lime, but we don't really have anywhere to store it at the moment, so I'll show you where we're going to go. So there we go, right up at the top, the debris crusher inside the BGA plant. So that's where we're going to take it. So it's a little bit of a run from where we are just here, but it's not too bad. I've seen worse. So we'll run a couple of trailer loads up there and see how we're getting on. Right, there's nothing left to do but to give this a go. Let's see how far we get. Right, let's see how we get on, shall we? There we go. First bucket out. And let's put it into the trailer here. Now, worryingly, that looks like we've filled a lot of that trailer already. That's a little bit worrying. Let's just take another load and see what happens. If this is going to be full straight away, we might have a problem in terms of volume of stones we're going to have. So there we go. Spinning around already. I've still got some left in the bucket, and I think that's full. Now that will be an issue, won't it? Yes, indeed. There we go. Only 12,000 litres in this trailer alone. That does cause a bit of an issue. That is going to be a lot of runs. Now what I'm thinking is I'm going to try and clear this before we start hauling. So I'm going to dump stones on the side of the field here. We'll try and get this. The aim here is to clear this drainage problem, not to sell stone. So we could go backwards and forwards to the crusher as many times as we want, but actually we just want to clear this issue. So let's keep going. Let's dump all the stone behind us here on the edge of the field, and we'll have to come back and collect it another day. I think we're nearly there. I can start to see this level going down. So I think we're not far off getting this done. We do have a relatively big pile of stones here, but it's not crazy. Oh, it might be bigger than this, but it's looking pretty good. Let's spin around and maybe grab a couple more buckets and... where? Oh, it's gone! That bucket must have just loosened everything that was in the way. That's awesome. Yep, it looks like it's cleared itself very rapidly, so that's awesome. That looks like our job here's done already. Happy days. Right. In that case, I think we can get out of here. Right, so let's move it away from the edge. Now, what I might do is leave this here. We're going to need a much bigger trailer. Now, I don't know who the best person to speak to about that is. Maybe give Clive another bell. Maybe we can get a big trailer down here. We'll take this up to the crusher at the moment anyway and get that sold. And then from then on, I think we're in the hands of whatever Clive can get hold of for us. But like I said, it's not the issue now. We've unblocked the issue in the stream. We've just got to get that rock off the field before Eric needs his field sorting. So, let's run up to the tip point with this. Right, here we are at Pine Creek. In a very tight gate, but we're through it. Now all the way over here is the debris crusher. So let's get this tipped. See what sort of money we're going to make. This isn't going to be much. It was about £49 per 1,000 litres, so very, very minimal. It's definitely worth more to us if we could find a way of crushing it for lime, but at the moment, it is what it is. There we go, £601. It's hardly worth it, is it? It's hardly worth it. We might try and see if we can find somebody who wants to buy the rest of that rock or crush it for lime. We'll see. But for now, I think we'll run back to the yard with this. I think the low loader is going to head off now and get the 7,000 forward for us, so it'll be nice to be there when that arrives. Right. That half-pipe trailer has been given back to Clive. No use to us, really. Not enough capacity in it. So we'll park this up. And we'll wait for the 7,000 to arrive. And there she is. Right on cue. Fantastic. Okay, I've got the keys from Eric. Just got to find out if it'll start now. Right, let's just get the front unhitched and pulled away so we can roll it off. And the moment of truth. Will it start? Oh my goodness. Straight away. That runs better than some of my other tractors. Look at that. There's nothing wrong mechanically with this, is there? Let's get it off the ramps here. Right, where are we going to put this? I think I'll just tuck it in here for now. That is impressive. It sounds great. Loving that. Excellent. Okay, well that's another project I'll never have any time to deal with, but that's where Davey excels, isn't it? Right, we better get this back down to the field and get the excavator on it, because that needs to get away now, and we're going to have to find another way of getting those stones into a trailer. But we can do that. We could use the telehandler or something like that, no problem at all. But let's get this hooked up. I'll run down to the field with the driver here, and then I can pick up the Range Rover too. So we'll see you down there. Right, I'm going to leave them packing up and heading off, and I will run this back up to the yard, because we have got that hay contract to do, and the weather looks like it's holding, so we might be able to get the bales done before it rains, which would be an absolute result. That would be a real bonus. So let's see if we can get up there, get that done, and then less of an issue to collect them after that. So head back to the yard now. We'll see you there. Right, here we are, back at the yard. Let me just pop this through here. Now, I've taken the Valtra the last couple of times. Might be time to take the Massey, just for a bit of a change. So let's do that. Right, there we go. Let's grab this. The round baler. We could do square, but I'm going to do round. Could be a bit more fun stacking it. There we go. And we'll need to grab the stacker and everything as well. In fact, we've got that round bale grab. Right, here we are in field. I've just noticed we've got 21% straw in from the last contract, so that might cause us a slight issue, although it's changed in the old days. It used to spit out straw bale, but it looks like we're good here. Okay. With that knowledge, I'm going to push on here. We'll see you when we're done. Right, we are just coming up to the last few rows here. There is a serious amount of bales on this field. I forgot how big this field was, actually. We probably should have gone up to slightly bigger bales, but hey, too late now, isn't it? But it's looking good. It's looking good. Now, my next challenge is I've decided I'm going to load all of these manually, just because all of you complained when I used auto load. We're going to give it a go manually. We've got the manual bale grab, so it's going to be a bit of fun, but I'm conscious of time now for this episode, so it might just happen in the next one. We've got a new bale trailer to pick up, and we're going to have a bit of fun loading these. We'll take the telehandler, I think. That'll give us a little bit more control, but I'm excited to give it a go, to be honest. It should be quite a lot of fun. But like I said, we'll get to the end of here, we'll let this finish, and we'll run this back up to the yard, and then starting next episode, you can join me with the fun of loading fully manually. So, until then, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you're enjoying this still. I know I am. And I'll see you all again very soon. Take care. Bye for now. Look at that, there's the field behind us, and as we head back to the yard, the heavens open.